Starting a business sounds exciting, right? You get to be your own boss, chase your dreams, and make money doing what you love. But hold on, did you know that about 20% of new businesses fail within their first year? That's not just a statistic, it's a reality that hits hard. By the end of 5 years, around 50% of small businesses won't survive. Many entrepreneurs enter the game thinking they're ready for anything, but the truth is, they often aren't prepared for the hidden challenges lurking in the shadows. The stress, isolation, and fear of failure can weigh heavily on even the most passionate business owners. Did you know that nearly 50% of CEOs report feeling lonely? Or that 82% of small businesses struggle with cash flow issues? In this video, we'll peel back the curtain on the darker side of entrepreneurship. We'll dive into the loneliness factor, bust the hustle myth, and reveal the silent killer of cash flow chaos. Plus, we'll tackle the burnout trap, imposter syndrome, and the innovation paradox, issues that can derail your success if you're not aware of them. So, whether you're a seasoned entrepreneur or just starting out, get ready for some eye-opening insights. Let's explore the challenges you didn't see coming and equip you with the tools to navigate this wild entrepreneurial journey. Chapter 1. The loneliness factor. Isolation in the driver's seat. Entrepreneurship can be a lonely road, and it's not something we often talk about. Many small business owners start with excitement but soon realize that the weight of decision-making falls solely on them. A 2019 study by Harvard Business Review found that nearly 50% of CEOs report feeling lonely, and 61% of them believe it hinders their performance. Small business owners are no different. The loneliness doesn't just come from long hours but from carrying the responsibility for every aspect of the business. You might miss out on social gatherings or simply find yourself with no one to talk to about your business struggles. This isolation can lead to burnout, anxiety, and even depression. But there are ways to manage this. First, don't be afraid to join entrepreneurial communities, whether locally or online. Groups like Entrepreneurs Organization, EO, or local meetups provide support and help break that sense of isolation. Sometimes just knowing someone else understands can make a big difference. Another strategy is scheduling time to step away. It sounds simple, but giving yourself regular social breaks, even if it's just a quick coffee with a friend, can reset your mental health. Also, consider hiring a mentor or business coach. They offer not only guidance but a sounding board for ideas and challenges. As business author Michael Gerber says in the E-Myth Revisited, the greatest business people I've met are determined to get it right, no matter what. But they don't do it alone. If you're finding value in this content, please subscribe for more insights on entrepreneurship and small business challenges. Chapter 2. The hustle myth. When hard work isn't enough, everyone preaches hustle, but here's the thing. Hustle alone won't get you far. The glamorization of working non-stop is one of the most misleading aspects of entrepreneurship. According to a 2018 study by the Journal of Business Venturing, businesses that focused purely on hard work and ignored strategy were 40% more likely to fail within the first 3 years. The truth is, it's not about how hard you work, it's about how smart you work. If your efforts are scattered or misdirected, you'll burn out before seeing any real progress. Successful entrepreneurs know how to prioritize, delegate, and automate. Instead of doing everything yourself, outsource tasks that aren't in your zone of genius. Websites like Fiverr or Upwork offer affordable help for everything from graphic design to bookkeeping. One effective strategy is working in sprints, not marathons. Use the 90-minute rule. Work in focused intervals with breaks to prevent burnout. This is based on research by performance psychologist Dr. Anders Ericsson, who found that top performers work best in short, intense bursts rather than long, grueling hours. Another key strategy is to be ruthless with your to-do list. Not every task is urgent. Try the Eisenhower matrix to prioritize tasks by importance and urgency. Focus on high-impact activities that actually move your business forward, like client outreach or strategic partnerships, rather than getting lost in admin tasks. As Tim Ferriss says in the 4-Hour Workweek, being busy is most often used as a guise for avoiding the few critically important but uncomfortable actions. Chapter 3. Cash flow chaos. The silent killer of small dreams. One of the most dangerous traps for small business owners is cash flow mismanagement. In fact, a U.S. bank study found that 82% of small businesses fail due to poor cash flow management. Revenue might be coming in, but if cash isn't available when needed, the business can collapse overnight. One key issue is not tracking your cash flow daily. Many entrepreneurs wait until the end of the month to see where they stand, which is often too late. Using cash flow management tools like QuickBooks or Xero can give you real-time insights and prevent unpleasant surprises. Another common mistake is overestimating future sales. It's easy to assume that because this month was great, next month will be even better. But seasonal slumps or unexpected expenses can throw you off balance. To guard against this, always have a cash reserve. Experts recommend keeping at least 3 to 6 months of operating expenses in reserve to weather any downturns. Be cautious with payment terms as well. Offering too much flexibility to clients can leave you cash-strapped. If possible, shorten your payment terms to 15 or 30 days instead of the standard 60. Better yet, offer incentives for early payments, like a small discount for paying upfront. Lastly, watch out for hidden costs, small recurring expenses that add up. For example, subscription services or monthly fees can easily be overlooked. Conduct a regular audit of your expenses to cut out anything unnecessary. As the old saying goes, revenue is vanity, profit is sanity, but cash flow is king. Without positive cash flow, even profitable businesses can crumble. If you're finding this content helpful, please consider subscribing for more insights into the challenges of entrepreneurship. Chapter 4. The Burnout Trap. Why passion can be dangerous. Following your passion is great advice, until it isn't. Passion drives many entrepreneurs to start their businesses, but it can also lead to burnout if not managed properly. In a study by the Harvard Business Review, 25% of entrepreneurs reported feeling moderately burned out, and 3% said they were deeply affected by it. The risk is real when you turn something you love into a never-ending job. Here's the problem. When you're passionate about something, you're more likely to overwork yourself. You might ignore the signs of fatigue because you're doing what you love. This can quickly spiral into burnout, which affects both your mental health and the quality of your business. The passion that once fueled you can suddenly become a source of stress. One strategy to avoid this trap is setting clear boundaries. It might sound counterintuitive, but scheduling downtime is crucial. Try implementing hard stops in your day where work is no longer allowed. Studies show that taking regular breaks improves productivity and creativity. A 2014 Stanford University study found that productivity plummets after working more than 50 hours a week. Also, don't fall into the trap of turning every passion into work. Keep hobbies that are purely for relaxation and enjoyment. As best-selling author Greg McKeown points out in Essentialism, if you don't prioritize your life, someone else will. Prioritize self-care to keep the passion alive. Another useful tactic is outsourcing or delegating tasks that drain you. Just because you love your business doesn't mean you need to handle every detail. Websites like TaskRabbit or Upwork are great for finding affordable help. By handing off the less enjoyable tasks, you can focus on what reignites your passion and avoids burnout. Chapter 5. Imposter Syndrome. The success thief you didn't see coming. Even successful entrepreneurs can feel like frauds. Imposter syndrome is when you doubt your accomplishments and fear being exposed as a fraud. A staggering 84% of entrepreneurs have experienced imposter syndrome, according to a study by Entrepreneur magazine. This mindset can hold you back, no matter how successful your business becomes. The worst part? Imposter syndrome makes you second-guess every decision, leading to missed opportunities or poor choices out of fear. The first step to overcoming it is recognizing that it's common, even among the most successful people. Maya Angelou once said, "I have written 11 books, but each time I think, oh, they're going to find out now." If someone like her can feel this way, it's clear that these feelings don't reflect reality. One strategy is to keep a success journal. Write down your wins, big or small. This creates a tangible record of your achievements that you can revisit when self-doubt creeps in. Another useful tactic is getting comfortable with failure. Every entrepreneur fails at something, but that doesn't define their success. Shift your mindset from seeing failure as a personal flaw to viewing it as a natural part of growth. Seek feedback from mentors or peers. Often, a fresh perspective can remind you that you're doing better than you think. Joining a mastermind group or having a mentor who's been through similar experiences can be a game changer. They can offer advice and perspective that helps you see your strengths more clearly. As Sheryl Sandberg says in Lean In, we need to stop being so hard on ourselves. We need to stop expecting perfection and start appreciating the journey. Overcoming imposter syndrome is about acknowledging your worth and taking pride in the progress you've made. Chapter 6. The Innovation Paradox. When creativity backfires, being innovative is crucial in business, but too much innovation can backfire. The pressure to constantly introduce new ideas or reinvent the wheel can lead to confusion for customers and chaos within your business. According to Forbes, nearly 30% of startups fail because they pivot too much, losing sight of their core product or service. Sometimes, doing too much can hurt more than doing too little. The innovation paradox is real. While creativity is essential for staying relevant, overdoing it can dilute your brand. Take Coca-Cola's infamous New Coke experiment in the 1980s. In an attempt to innovate, the company introduced a new formula that consumers rejected, proving that sometimes, sticking with what works is the best strategy. One way to avoid this is by focusing on incremental improvements rather than overhauls. You don't need to change everything to innovate. Instead, focus on improving the customer experience, streamlining operations, or adding a small but valuable feature to your product or service. Jeff Bezos famously said, "We innovate by focusing on the things that won't change." That's key. Find ways to innovate around things that will stand the test of time. Another effective strategy is customer-driven innovation. Instead of guessing what your market wants, ask them. Use surveys, interviews, or social media to gather feedback and ensure you're solving real problems rather than chasing trends. This helps you focus your creative energy where it matters most. Finally, establish a clear vision for your business and stick to it. Innovation should align with your long-term goals. If an idea doesn't contribute to your overall mission, it's okay to let it go. As Simon Sinek says in Start With Why, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. Keep your why at the core of any innovation you pursue. If you enjoyed this video and found it insightful, don't forget to subscribe for more tips and strategies to navigate the complex world of entrepreneurship.